I got a challenge for you. Jeff Barch here with Story Greenlight, where we're all about helping creators like you tell better stories so that you can connect with your audience and make your mark in the world. And one of the best ways to do that is to create content that speaks to things that are deeper than just what's on the surface, what I refer to as the thing. That's what everyone talks about, and that's totally fine, but the way to go deeper is to attach layers of meaning to that surface stuff and engaging the idea of what I call the thing under the thing. Now, I talk about that a lot on the channel here. I've done things like showing the difference between just playing with cars and having an epic car chase, or climbing a hill to reveal a big view and attaching an alternate meaning to that view, or contrasting two different sequences of me hitting a milestone birthday and having completely different reactions. Now, people often tell me something to the effect of, Jeff, this sounds like it's super, super powerful, but I don't really know how to do it with my stuff. So I figure instead of just talking about how to do it, let's put this challenge out there and let's all do it and learn from each other in the process. And I'll tell you how to join the challenge in just a second. Now, before I do, I want to give you some specific examples so you can see that you really don't need anything crazy to make this happen. I mean, you can literally attach meaning to anything. It's limited only by your imagination. That's the cool thing. The key is first to decide what surface thing you want to work with, and then what idea you want to attach to it. That is the what. That means you have the what of the idea in place, and that informs the how of how you shoot and how you edit. Here are 3 examples that I shot today. When I'm working at my day job, I ride the train into the city, and there are sections of the ride where you can see there's all the city and buildings and trees and stuff in the front, but then every once in a while you can see a glimpse of the hills in the distance. So let's use that as the thing. You can talk about what that might represent, what ideas we can attach to that. So we can talk about maybe the desire to be out in the country instead of the city. So the thing under the thing might be dissatisfaction. You can add voiceover about looking for direction in your life, how you see where you want to be in the distance, and even though things are getting in the way, you still feel like you're moving forward. So in that case, the thing under the thing would be more of a tone of optimism. On my current gig, I see this building every day, and it's known within the city of Los Angeles as the Black Tower. This building has a lot of history. It was built in 1963, and it was known as the MCA Tower, which then MCA bought Universal Studios, which was bought by NBC, which was bought by Comcast, which is why you see all those names up there. Thousands upon thousands of careers have been made in that building, and even more have been destroyed. So there are lots of parts about the thing, about the surface stuff that we could talk about. The thing under the thing, I would be more tempted to talk about a note of fear or greed or desperation. That building's history is stuffed with decades of it. And now I'm depressed. Let's move on. This is the current state of the office building for my current gig. Usually I go back and forth between wondering if I'm in a mental institution or a Stanley Kubrick film. On the surface, there is nothing here. The place feels like a total dump. But under the surface, the thing under the thing, you've got all kinds of cool places you can go. Because this is not tearing apart the building for destruction. This is about renovation. This is about bringing new ideas. This is rebuilding, reworking, coming up with new ways of doing things. This is about rebirth. This is about hope. So this challenge is your opportunity to build something really cool that means something deep and important to you, and then we can all compare notes and see how we can all grow as communicators and storytellers together. So here's how it works. Upload your submission to your channel within 2 weeks of the published date on this video right here. Use this hashtag in the title of your video and also in the description of your video so everyone can find each other's stuff. I'm going to do a follow-up to this video, and I will then feature some of my favorite submissions from you on my channel right here. For more explanation of what the thing under the thing is and more examples of how it works, here's a playlist with videos for you to check out. And otherwise, if you're cool there, here's a video that YouTube thinks you might like. And in the meantime, I'm looking forward to seeing what you create.